Dear brothers and sisters, this video may not be professional, alright? There may be or may not be blank places or blank spaces. Kindly listen to me, alright? Please, I want to address some things. Hey, Ghana! What exactly have we done to you? If there are hundreds of thousands of Ghanaians in Nigeria living comfortably and even evicting Nigerian tenants, I see no reason Nigerians should leave. I see no reason Nigerians should leave Ghana, because you cannot eat your cake and have it. The day Nigerians will decide that they are done in Ghana because of your cruelty, every Ghanaian in Nigeria will leave Nigeria. If you like, pretend to be Nigerian. When the time comes, you will leave. I'm here to see a nation filled with people who are terrible but will always hide their evil and accuse foreigners. Some Ghanaians are like the corny, evil child of the homeowner who steals meat from the pot and accuses their maid or foreigner of stealing it, forgetting that the meat is still inside his mouth. Alright, Yensha, the kind of crime skyrocketing in Ghana, so alarming for a country with that kind of small population. Alright, dear brothers and sisters, yesterday there was a speculation that went viral in some parts of Ghana, especially the central region. Earlier, they claimed that there were 50 men, some said 100 men, but later it was stated by the media that there were 38 fishermen. Now here's the story. In the early hours of Thursday, that's yesterday, 26th February 2026, 38 fishermen went on their routine fishing, and that is the story that is clearer, because earlier the news claimed that they were traveling but they were actually fishing. So they went on 2 locally manufactured canoe and they were allegedly ambushed by armed assailants in black boats while returning to shore, meaning that they were already done with fishing. According to the report, the attackers reportedly fired warning shots and seized outboard motor and generator set. That's what they use so that they will be able to move faster on waters, leaving the fishermen stranded in the water. Also stated that this incident just heightened or increased concerns amongst coastal fishing communities. Why? Because of the rising threats at sea, meaning that this isn't the first time. Okay, it just became a viral information because they were stranded at sea. So when left stranded, they reached out to their people that they were stranded, and the Ghana Police Service Marine Unit and the National Disaster Management Organization rescued them. As at the time of rescue, they couldn't identify the suspects based on reports. However, later on, in another narrative, according to the report, because it is still allegedly, one of the victims, as they reported, said that he is suspecting Nigerians. When he was asked why, he said that the way they spoke sounds like Nigerian, and that they carried AK-47. Massa!
Bible says we be out to facilitate for me, and they make my but your family.
I thought you are just a fisherman. You must be well acquainted with guns to know which one is AK-47, even with the serial numbers. Alright? So you just made yourself a number 1 suspect. What are Nigerians doing by attacking poverty-stricken people? What is even any Nigerian doing at sea? A dirty sea at that. Now let us make it clear. 80 to 90% of Nigerians resident in Ghana are from southeast. They are Igbos, meaning that they are southeasterners, like I said earlier. Alright? They don't really have much rivers in the east. What they have are lakes, streams. They have more of lakes, streams, and smaller water bodies, except River Niger. You will see more of rivers in the riverine regions, like in the southern part of Niger Delta regions. So when you hear of militants, they are Niger Deltas from south, and they won't leave Nigerian seas where they will battle oil riggers and come to Ghana to rob poverty-stricken dirty fishermen. Listen, for those of you that do not know, these Niger Delta guys can stay under the sea for hours because some of them actually breathe underwater. That is why they are called militants for a reason. And they are very clean. Now, for the Igbos in Ghana, Igbos are not fishermen. They do not fish. If you come to Nigeria, even in Lagos, or you want to go to places like Makoko, or you want to go down to Port Harcourt, to Bayelsa, to Delta, you will see majority of them are riverine people and Ghanaians as well as Togolese in Nigeria fishing. There's even a big slap to say that Nigerians attacked them. Such Nigerians should be disowned if it is true. Anyway, we are waiting for the verdict. I am not supporting crime. If they are Nigerians, they should deal with them ruthlessly. However, it is a big shame that a Nigerian will leave Nigeria and go to such a place, the coastal areas. I don't know whether you've gone to such places in Ghana to see how poverty-stricken those areas looked. For a Nigerian to go there, to do what? Just to steal their what? It doesn't even make any sense. We are waiting for the verdict. But why do you always like to point accusing fingers on Nigerians for something you knew that your people did? Despite knowing the recent happenings in your nation and how Ghanaians are being exposed. Dear brothers and sisters, watching and listening to me right now, permit me to tell you certain things going on. Number one, on Saturday, February 22nd, 2026, this past Saturday, 3 people were arrested for unlawful possession of firearms and an alleged plot to carry out a robbery at Ahafo region. According to the police in Ahafo region, the suspects were planning allegedly to commit robbery, but it was foiled during a late night patrol. Now, the 3 suspects are Johnson Mawuto, a Ghanaian, Kelvin Ufori, a Ghanaian, Mawuli Doba, a Ghanaian. Now, Kelvin and Johnson were riding an unregistered motorbike around 11:30 p.m. and they flee when they saw police. So it was a wild chase. However, when apprehended, the police recovered an AK-47 assault rifle with serial numbers loaded with 29 rounds of ammunition. Mawuto was taken to his home where several items were also recovered. 2 Bruni P, 30 rounds of 9mm arm, 50 rounds of AK arm, 4 Motorola handset, a Contiso F-37 drone, a machete and a bayonet knife. The 4th suspect was actually Mohammed Adnan Yusuf, currently at large. So 4 of them are Ghanaians. Yesterday, being 26th February, Queen Mother of Abamba, Nana Sewa, known as Ohema of Ohema's Kitchen, was spied. And relatives stated that she's been very cautious recently about her security due to some threats that she received, which was definitely from her people. She was spied in her home. Also, last year, Ningua Queen Mother was shot during her installation by a Ghanaian. As at late last night and this morning, 7 individuals in connection with a fraudulent electronic traffic violation had been arrested. So this is what they are doing. This is what these guys are doing. They set up an online application and will send you a fake notice that you violated a traffic echo, and then they will send you a link for payment. Some Nigerians in Ghana had already experienced this, as well as some Ghanaians. Before now, Ghanaians claimed that they were Nigerians and Nigerians are the ones scamming them online. The suspects had been arrested and their names are Mata Kwashe, a Ghanaian, Peter Ofori, a Ghanaian, Peter Akblehe, a Ghanaian, Christian Akblehe, a Ghanaian, Alfred Kofi, a Ghanaian, Michael Edem, a Ghanaian, Prosper Otumfo, a Ghanaian. They were arrested in Winneba. After the arrest, 10,978 Ghana cedis in cash, laptops, hard drives, mobile phones, multiple SIM cards, bank cards, and ID documents were recovered. If not for the sake of YouTube guidelines, I would have shared the comments of some Ghanaians on this news, and you would be shocked, my dear brothers and sisters, to know that these Ghanaians actually knew that their people are actually criminals. And again, because of their tribalism against one another, it's too fearful for a nation with such smaller population, and they easily expose themselves when they are bantering amongst themselves due to tribalism, especially when such criminal cases are reported. Some time ago, the NDC communication officer, that is Samuel, the father-in-law, was spied by on unknown men in Kumasi, Ghana. And of course, we are calling Nigerians. And I could even remember that some fulefu Nigerian bloggers or so-called YouTubers actually stated that Nigerians were the ones behind the crime. And I know that so many of them, what they do is to go and edit their statements whenever they see or when they feel or realize that their statements were wrong. You see them redoing content. When this man was spied, a lot of people claimed that they were Nigerians. I really appreciate the current IGP and the General Ghana Police Force for always doing thorough investigation. Unlike the previous years where the police easily believed the accusation or relied on the accusation of wicked Ghanaian citizens. Now back to the story. On the 18th of February, just last week, one of the suspects, Akwesi, was tracked and found in possession of the deceased Samsung phone. The next day, 19th February, Bashiru Tanko alias Tiki, another member, a Ghanaian, was arrested in Kumasi. On the 21st, Kojo Amposa was arrested near Bukram. And on the 22nd, Emmanuel Kwame was arrested. Another suspect, Erika, dead from gunshot wound. And the head of the deadly syndicate, Eric Anchi Doku, dead from gunshot wounds. Now, Doku, said to be the husband of a Ghanaian actress, Patricia Osei, and there has been claims that she aided her husband and currently at large. We do not know if it is true that she's aware, alright? This terrible gang specialized in snatching pickups, Land Cruiser, terrific robberies, and of course, they are all Ghanaians. Fifth, on the 17th of February this month, police arrested another suspect in connection to the buying of a police officer at Zebila in the Upper East region. His name is Abdulaziz Idrisu, a Ghanaian. Listen guys, we are waiting for Ghana police to reveal the identities of the suspects arrested along Achimota Forest roadside on the 25th of February 2026. Ghanaians, we Nigerians see and hear all these things, but we have our own problems here in Nigeria. Leave us out of your lying tongue. Timbala,